Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuhu. I am your presenter for today. I am here Wiley Dimas. So today I will be discussing the chapter 5, which is the global issues that concern schools and society. So this chapter, Global Issues that Concern School and Society, indicates that this chapter will discuss worldwide problems impacting both educational institution and the broader community. These issues include topics such as climate change, poverty, inequality, pandemics, and technological advancement, examine their effect on education and societal well-being. So, yun nga, ang ibig sabihin is dito sa chapter 5 is mapapag-aralan natin dito or tatalakayin natin dito sa kabanatang ito yung mga pandaigdigang problema na nakakaapekto sa paaralan at sa buong lipunan. Okay, so we have the 17 Sustainable Development Goals for the period 2015 to 2030. So, the number 1 is end poverty in all its form everywhere. So, ibig sabihin, end poverty, no poverty at all. End poverty in all its forms everywhere. This includes reducing the proportion of people living in extreme poverty, providing social protection, and promoting inclusive economic growth. So, familiar tayo sa salitang poverty, which is kahirapan. So, ibig sabihin is, end poverty, i-end ang kahirapan. Tapusin ang kahirapan sa lahat ng anyo nito saan man sa mundo. Kabilang dito ang pagbawas sa bilang ng taong nabubuhay sa matinding kahirapan, pagbibigay ng protection sa lipunan at pagsusulong ng inklusibong pag-unlad ng ating ekonomiya. So that's the number 1. Number 2 is end hunger, achieve for food security and improve nutrition and promote sustainable agriculture. So, dito naman sa number 2 is end hunger or zero hunger. Achieve food security and improve nutrition and promote sustainable agriculture. This involves ensuring everyone has access to sufficient, safe, and nutritious food, improving agricultural practices, and addressing food waste. So, dito naman sa number 2 is end hunger or no hunger. So, dito naman is dapat makamit ang seguridad sa pagkain at pinahusay na nutrisyon. Kumbaga dapat is walang nagugutom na mga tao sa ating lipunan. So, ito ay naglalayo na matiyak na ang lahat ay may sapat at ligtas na masustansyang pagkain, pagpapabuti ng mga kasanayan sa agrikultura sa pagtugon sa pag-aksaya ng pagkain. So, dito naman is, kumbaga, dapat is walang nagugutom sa atin. Kumbaga, dapat lahat tayo is may sapat na yung katiyakan na, kumbaga, hindi tayo nagugutom, may sapat tayong pagkain na dapat kumbaga, provide sa atin, sa ating pang-araw-araw na pamumuhay. So, dito naman sa number 3 is ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all at all ages. So, dito naman sa number 3 is good health and well-being. Ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all at all ages. This includes reducing preventable deaths, improving maternal and child health, combating diseases, and promoting mental health. So dito naman is kumbaga dapat tayo is kumbaga malusog tayo, wala tayong mga sakit. So yun, dapat ma-improve natin yung maternal and health natin, at most of all sa mga child, sa mga bata, combating disease, dapat maiwasan na kumbaga magkakaroon tayo ng sakit, and promoting mental health. The number 4 is ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. So dito naman sa number 4 is quality education. Ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. So this aims to ensure access to quality education for all children and adults regardless of background or location. So dito naman is dapat is bata man or matanda is kumbaga masigurado na kumbaga they have opportunity to access the quality education. It depends on their backgrounds or location. So gaya sa mga matataas na kahit sa malayo yung school sa kanila is kumbaga masisiguro natin na kumbaga they have opportunities to aims the quality education. So dito naman sa number 5 is achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. So dito naman sa number 5 is gender equality. Achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. So this tackles discrimination against women and girls, promoting equal opportunities in education, employment, and political participation. So dito naman sa gender equality is dapat yung kumbaga dapat hindi natin minamaliit yung kakayahan ng mga kababaihan. Yun nga, kumbaga mas paniniwalaan natin sila na kumbaga magagawa nila yung isang bagay. They should promote the equal opportunities in education, employment, and political participation. So dapat tayong mga babae kumbaga we are a strong and independent woman. We are all empowered. Ika nga. So let's proceed to the number 6, ensure availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all. So dito naman sa number 6, clean water and sanitation. This aims to provide clean water and sanitation facilities for everyone, preventing waterborne diseases and improving hygiene. So dito naman is provide clean water and sanitation facilities for everyone. So dapat is lahat tayo is kumaga malinis yung ginagamit natin. May sapat tayong tubig na panglinis kasi importante sa atin ang ating hygiene. Dapat is meron tayong hygiene kit, preventing waterborne diseases, kumbaga para maiwasan natin yung sakit sa balat na sinasabi. So number 7 is ensure access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy for all. So dito naman sa number 7 is affordable and clean energy. This focuses on expanding access to clean energy sources, reducing reliance on fossil fuel, and improving energy efficiency. So dito naman sa number 7 is abot kaya at malinis na enerhiya or energy. Kumbaga tiyakin ang access sa abot kaya, maaasahan na napapanatili ang modernong enerhiya para sa lahat. Dapat is nakatuon ito sa pagpapalawak ng access sa malinis na pinagkukuha ng enerhiya, pagbabawas ng pag-asa ng mga fossil fuel at pagpapabuti sa kahusayan sa enerhiya. So that's the number 7. Number 8 is promotes sustained, inclusive, and sustainable economic growth, full and productive employment, and decent work for all. Decent work for all. So dito naman sa number 8 is decent work for economic growth, full and productive employment, and decent work. This involves creating promoting jobs, promoting fair labor practices, and fostering economic growth that benefits everyone. So, kumbaga dito is dapat, kumbaga yung mga nangangailangan ng trabaho is kumbaga fair sa kanila yung kumbaga involved sila sa to create jobs and promoting fair labor practices and fostering economic growth that benefits to everyone. Kumbaga dapat is nakikinabang ang lahat. This pinag-uusapan dito is kumbaga decent work. So, kumbaga kailangan is kumbaga maganda yung trabaho, kumbaga walang pinahihirapan. Na kumbaga makaka-benefits ang lahat sa work na yon. So the number 9 is build resilient infrastructure, promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization, and foster innovation. It aims to build sustainable infrastructure, roads, energy grids, etc., encourage innovation, and promote sustainable industrial practices. So it aims sustainable infrastructure, roads, energy, and grids, to encourage innovation and promote sustainable industrial practices. So the number 10 is reduce inequality within and among countries. So dito naman sa number 10 is reduce inequalities. It aims to address income inequality and improve access to opportunities and promote social justice. So dapat dito is kumbaga pantay-pantay. Dapat is kumbaga may iwasan yung hindi pagkaka-inequality and improve access to opportunities and promote social justice. So nabanggit dito ang justice kasi kumbaga lahat tayo is kumbaga pantay-pantay at kumbaga kung may hindi man magandang mangyari sa atin is kumbaga kumbaga makamit natin yung justice na pantay sa ating lahat. So number 11 is make cities and human settlement inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable. So this focuses on making cities more livable and sustainable, improving infrastructure, and addressing urban challenges. Number 12 is ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns. This involves reducing waste, promoting sustainable consumption, and encouraging businesses to adopt environmentally friendly practices. So dito naman sa number 12 is kumbaga dapat is mapapanatili natin yung pag-consume natin ng mga pattern ng product, kabilang dito ang pagbabawas ng basura, pagsusulong ng panatili ng pagkonsumo at panghikayat sa mga negosyo na gumamit ng paraan na maggiliw sa kapaligiran. Kumbaga dapat tayo is aware tayo sa ating sa kapaligiran. Dapat panatilihin natin yung ating kapaligiran na malinis. Aware tayo sa mga tinatapon natin ng mga basura. Kasi tayo din yung naapektuhan ng mga bagay na ganon. So the number 13, take urgent action to combat climate change and its impact. So dito naman sa number 13 is that aims to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, adapt to climate change, and build resilience to its effect. So dito naman sa number 13 is kumbaga we should create the better way to para malabanan natin yung pagbabago at ng klima at mga epekto nito. Kumbaga, yes, yung mga climate change. Kumbaga is nilalayon nitong mabawasan ng mga emission, gas, umangkop sa pagbabago ng klima at bumuo ng paglaban sa mga epekto nito. Kumbaga, dapat is ready tayo sa mga darating na sakuna. Number 14 is conserve and sustainably use the oceans, seas, and marine resources for sustainable development. So, dito sa number 14 is life below water. So, this includes protecting marine ecosystem and combating overfishing, combating overfishing, and reducing pollution in oceans. So, ito na yung mga pagtatapon ng basura sa dagat. Dapat is hindi natin yung ginagawa kasi hindi yun magandang gawin at saka kumbaga hindi maganda sa epekto ng ating karagatan. So, yun, reducing pollution in ocean. Dapat dito is kumbaga hindi tayo nagtatapon ng kahit anong basura sa dagat or sa mga ilog. Number 15 is protect, restore, and promote sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystem, sustainably manage forests, combat desertification and halt and reserve hand degradation, and have biodiversity lost. So, dito naman sa number 15 is life on land. Kumbaga, dapat na pamumuhay natin sa mundong ibabaw, sa kalupaan. So, this focuses on protecting forests, combating desertification, and promoting biodiversity. So, ito na yung pagpuputol ng mga puno. Alam naman natin na, in short, deforestation. Kumbaga, alam naman natin na yung pagpuputol ng mga puno is kumbaga hindi maganda sa isang nagawin sa isang lugar. Kasi, halimbawa, may mga sakuna na mangyayari is kumbaga, malaking chance na magka-landslide tayo dahil sa pagpuputol ng mga puno. Number 16 is promote peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development, provide access to justice for all, build effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels. So, dito naman sa number 16, peace, justice, and strong institution. So, this aims to build peaceful societies, promoting access to justice and good governance. Kumbaga, dito is dapat maganda yung mga namumuno sa ating bayan. Kumbaga, makamit natin yung mga good justice society, kumbaga peaceful yung place na kung saan tayo nakatira. Kumbaga, maganda yung pamumuno doon. Kumbaga, lahat is pantay-pantay, naka-access tayo na lahat. Yun. Number 17, strengthen the means of implementation and revitalize the global partnership for sustainable development. So this says the importance of collaboration and partnership to achieve the SDGs, partnership for the goal. So dito naman sa number 17 is kumbaga palakasin ang mga we need to strengthen our ways para kumbaga para sa pagpapatupad na at buhayin muli ang pandaigdigang pakikipagtulungan para mapanatili ang pag-unlad. Kumbaga, yes, this includes sa kumbaga kung ano yung namumuno sa ating bansa, ano yung mga tao na nakatira doon. Kasi kumbaga, nagbibigayan sila ng, yes, kumbaga nagtutulungan. Lahat is kumbaga nagko-contribute para maganda yung pag-unlad ng isang lugar. Kumbaga lahat is nagko-contribute, hindi lang yung namumuno, dapat is yung mga nakatira is kumbaga nagpa-participate sila at the same time is kumbaga may contribute din sila sa pag-unlad ng kanilang lugar. So that's the 17 sustainable development goals for the period 2015 to 2030. So now let's proceed to the top 10 global issues and how they can be addressed. Number 1 is climate change. The global temperature are rising and they're estimated to increase from 2.6 degrees Celsius to 4.8 degrees Celsius by 2100. This would cause more severe weather crisis with food and resources and the spread of diseases. So that's number 1 is climate change. The global average temperature is rising and projection indicates a significant increase by 2100. This warming trend is expected to cause more frequent and intense severe weather events, shortages of food and resources, and the spread of diseases. The implication is that global cooperation is needed to mitigate greenhouse gas emission and adapt to the changing climate. So dito is tumataas ang pangdaigdigang temperature ng mga prediction na nagpapahiwatig ng isang malaking pagtaas sa pagsapit ng 2100. Inaasahan na magdudulot ang pag-init nito sa madalas at matinding pangyayari ng panahon. Kakulangan sa pagkain at mga yaman at pagkalat ng mga sakit. Ibig sabihin, ito ay kailangan ang pandaigdigang kooperasyon upang maagapan ang mga emisyon ng greenhouse gas at umangkop sa nagbabagong klima. So, yun nga, climate change, like typhoon, mga floods, landslide, kumbaga is yung mga pagdating nito is kumbaga ready tayo, kumbaga may mga sapat tayong protection. Dapat makikipag-cooperate tayo sa kung sino yung namumuno sa nasasakupan nating lugar, is kumbaga may cooperation tayo sa kanila para maiwasan natin yung maiwasan natin na mapahamak. Kung kailangan na mag-evacuate tayo is kumbaga sumunod tayo. Number 2 is pollution. Includes ocean litter, pesticide and fertilizer, air, light and noise pollution. Clean water is essential for human and animals, but more than 1 million people don't have to access to clean water due to pollution from toxic substances, sewage, or industrial waste. So, pollution. So, we have water pollution and air pollution. Kumbaga, ito is tayo din yung gumagawa nito. Kung hindi tayo nagkakalat sa ating kapaligiran, is kumbaga walang mangyayaring air pollution or water pollution. So, kailangan is panatilihin natin yung lugar natin na kumbaga malinis. Kumbaga, nakikipag-cooperate tayo sa mga taong namumuno sa ating lugar. Para, ito, gaya dito is, kahit yung matulong na natin is kumbaga hindi tayo pwedeng tumapon ng basura kahit saan, dapat itapon natin sa tamang lalagyan para maiwasan yung pollution na sinasabi. Number 3 is violence can be found in the social, cultural, economic aspect of the world, whether it conflict that has broken out in a city, hatred target at certain group of people, sexual harassment occurring on the street. So, ito na yung dapat is kumbaga violence. Kumbaga dapat sa isang lugar is kumbaga may curfew sila para maiwasan yung mga ganitong pangyayari. Like harassment or sexual harassment occurring on the street. Maiwasan yung mga pangyayari na hindi maganda sa daan. Kumbaga is maiwasan ang violence is kumbaga sa ating lugar is dapat maglagay ng curfew para sa ganun is kumbaga ang lahat ay safe. Number 4 is security and well-being. The UN is a perfect example of what should be done to prevent the lack of security and well-being a serious global issue. To its efforts with regional organizations and representatives that are skilled in security, the UN is working increasing well-being of people throughout the world. So, dito naman is sa security and well-being. United Nations. UN stands for United Nations. So, the lack of security well-being is presented as a global issue, suggesting that international cooperation and skilled intervention are crucial for addressing this complex problem. This point implies the need for collaborative efforts to address underlying causes of insecurity and promote human well-being. Number 5 is substance abuse. Ay, wait. Number 5. Lack of education. More than 72 million children throughout the global that are of the age of to be in primary education are not enrolled in school. This can be attributed to inequality and marginalization as well as poverty. Fortunately, and there are many organizations that work directly with the issue of education in providing the proper tools and resources to aid school. Dito naman sa number 5 is number 5. Lack of education. Children worldwide or primary school age are not enrolled in school. This is linked to inequality, marginalization, and poverty that organizations are working to address by this providing resources and tools to improve access to education. The lack of education perpetuates a cycle of poverty, limiting opportunities for future employment and economic advancement. So, dapat is kumbaga naka-access sa good quality education. Kumbaga may karapatan tayo na mag-aral. Bata man o matanda, dapat ma-provide sa atin yung quality education for the kumbaga maganda yung future. Kumbaga limiting opportunities for future employment and economic advancement. So, sa number 6, in unemployment, a lack of education and job skills lead to unemployment, especially among 15 to 24 years old. This results in inability to provide for basic needs like food, clothing, and housing, exacerbating poverty and creating difficult living conditions. The lack of jobs limits economic growth development at a personal and societal level. So, unemployment, from the word itself, unemployment, kumbaga walang trabaho, hindi empleyado, walang trabaho. Jobless, sabi nila. So, dapat is kumbaga this caused a lack of education. Na dapat is kumbaga lahat tayo is makakapag-aral para in the future is magkakaroon tayo ng magandang trabaho. Ang unemployment is kumbaga sa lack of education, yan siya kumbaga yung punkuan niya. Kasi kung hindi nakapag-aral yung tao is kumbaga hindi siya makakapagtrabaho. So, kailangan is lahat tayo is kumbaga may karapatan na mag-aral. Number 7 is government corruption. Corruption including graft, bribery, embezzlement, and favoritism is identified as a major driver of poverty, as disproportionately harms the poor while undermining political and economic development. Corruption diverts resources intended for. So, I know na very familiar ito sa atin na words, corruption, yun nga, hindi pagbibigay kumbaga pagnanakaw. Ito siya. Pagnanakaw sa pera ng ating bansa. kumbaga ito yung pinaka major ano yan? Major driver of poverty. Ito talaga ang number 1 is corruption. Number 8 is malnourishment and hunger. Currently, there are 795 million people who do not have enough to eat. Long-term success to ending world hunger starts with ending poverty by fighting poverty through proper training for employment, education, and the teaching of cooking and gardening skills. People who are suffering will be more likely to get jobs, earn enough money to buy foods, and even learn how to make their own food to save money. So, para maiwasan natin ang mga ganito is kumbaga, nabanggit dito na kumbaga yung gardening na sinasabi, yung pagtatanim ng mga gulay para maiwasan natin yung ganitong pangyayari, malnourish and hunger, para hindi tayo magutom is kumbaga gagawa tayo ng paraan na kung paano natin masosolve ito, kung paano natin malalagpasan ang mga challenges na ganitong pangyayari. Number 9 is substance abuse. Substance abuse is the harmful or hazardous use of psychoactive substance, including alcohol and illicit drugs. The United Nations reported by the beginning of 21st century, an estimated 185 million people over age of 15 were consuming drugs globally. So, yeah, abuse. Ito na yung pag-iinom ng alak, paggagamit ng droga. So, 'di ba, sa atin bansa is kumbaga nakulangan yung bilang ng mga nagdodroga sa pamumuno ng ating former president na si Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Kumbaga maganda yung kanyang sa kanyang administration kasi kumbaga nabawasan yung mga taong gumagamit ng droga, nagbebenta ng droga is kumbaga dapat is kumbaga good yung kanyang ginawa kasi kumbaga yun nabawasan yung mga nagbebenta at the same time yung mga user. So for me is ang administration talaga ng Duterte ang pinaka magandang naging kumbaga namuno sa ating bansa. Number 10 is terrorism. Terrorism is an issue throughout the world that causes fear and insecurity, violence, and death. Across the globe, terrorists attack innocent people often without warning, and this makes civilians will defenseless in their everyday lives. So, ito na yung mga terorista na kumbaga namumuno, nang-a-attack ng mga taong inosente. So, 'di ba sa atin is kumbaga nababalita dati na kumbaga pastamuro daw is kumbaga mga mamamatay tao, which is hindi naman totoo kasi hindi naman lahat ng tao is magkakapareho ng paniniwala ay magkakapareho. So, yeah, terrorism kumbaga dapat is ito yung mga tao na kumbaga natatakot sila sa kanilang everyday na pamumuhay kasi dahil sa mga terrorist. So, dapat is kumbaga may paraan tayo para maiwasan yung mga ganito. So, that's the top 10 global issues and how they can be addressed. So now let's proceed to the various forms of violence. So the number 1 is physical violence occurs when someone uses a part of their body or an object to control a person's action. So, dito naman sa physical violence, this involves using threats and intimidation to instill fear and gain control over someone. The abuser uses psychological manipulation to dominate and control the victim's behavior. This frequently involves threats, harassment, and other forms of manipulation. So dito is kumbaga ito yung mga bagay na kumbaga kinokontrol mo yung isang tao. Maaari kumbaga pag suntok, mas malalang pananakit na kumbaga mahalaga ay ang paggamit ng puwersa para saktan o kontrolin ng isang tao. Ito ay paggamit ng from the word physical na kumaga kinokontrol mo yung isang tao. Number 2 is sexual violence when occurs the person is forced to unwillingly take part in sexual activity. So, ito na yung sexual violence. Person, kumaga pino-force yung tao na gawin yung dapat na hindi dapat gawin. Yeah. Number 3 is emotional violence. Of course, when someone says or does something make a person feel stupid or worthless. So, dito naman sa emotional violence of using word or action to make someone feel worthless, stupid, or inadequate. It's form of abuse that targets a person's self-esteem and mental well-being. The goal is to undermine their confidence and control their emotion. Number 4 is psychological violence. It involves using threats and intimidation to instill fear and gain control over someone. The abuser uses psychological manipulation to dominate and control the victim's behavior. It's important to note that these forms of violence are not mutually inclusive. They occur together. For example, physical violence can be accompanied by emotional and psychological abuse. The next is spiritual violence. Occurs when someone uses an individual's spirit beliefs and manipulate, dominate, or control that person. This occurs when someone exploits a person's spiritual beliefs to manipulate, control, or dominate them. This could involve using religious or spiritual teaching to justify abuse, coercion, or exploitation. It's a form of abuse that targets a person's faith and spiritual well-being. Then last number is cultural violence. This refers to harm inflicted on an individual due to practices embedded within their culture, religion, or tradition. This is not necessary to intentional harm by a specific person, but rather harm resulting from harmful cultural norms, tradition, or belief. Example could include harmful tradition, practices, discriminatory culture norms, or religious extremism. The key is that the harm stems from the broader cultural context. So this is very important that these forms of violence are mutually exclusive. Kumbaga, mahalaga na mapapag-aralan natin yung mga ganito para alam natin yung gagawin natin. So, yun lang po. Any question and clarification, you are free to ask me. So that would be all, and thank you.